What up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Metal Monday. I'm Big Sis, the heavy metal hippie, joined by Greg over on the ones and twos. I got Little Sis in here. Mama Sis is over here.
What up, yo?
My man Jesse over there. White Onyx.
Who's about to be a papa?
Yeah. Congratulations on that shit.
Yeah.
Again.
That's scary shit.
Papa again.
It's a girl.
This ain't his first rodeo.
Well, I know, but still, it's a girl. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, continue. I'm sorry.
And Brad's hanging out with us a little bit here, too. How you doing, Brad? How's everybody out there doing? We are happy to be here on this really fucked up Monday. Sounds like everybody's kind of up against it today.
Right.
Woo! Today sucked.
Long, hot day out there, walking them packages around, huh?
Oh, fucking hell.
And Greg?
Although I did have a customer that had, like, they had pity on me and brought me, like, 3 ice-cold bottles of water from their fridge.
Nice.
And we love that shit. The snacks, the drinks, thank you
Especially
so
on
much.
hot days, man. The cold waters are super nice.
God. I was out of water. I didn't know if I was going to make it. It was like...
She's like Bear Grylls. She's getting ready to drink her pee.
It was. If I could pee, but I couldn't. Because I done sweated everything out
I
of
couldn't
me.
even pee. I was wringing my shirt out into my bottle.
It was like licking my
It was
arms.
like salt
and shit.
water.
The salt bags.
Taste the Gulf.
Putting shells up to
shit.
my ears, trying to pretend I was at the beach.
Right.
Alright, it's alright. I made it through.
We're here.
Made it with you.
We made it.
But we're here. You guys out there probably had a similar day. I know it's been crazy lately, man. Shit's just been crazy.
People have been aggressive. Aggressive. Okay, the heat brings out people, and it makes them aggressive.
Oh, it does, dude. It does.
Why are you trying to run your delivery driver over? Because you know at 3 more stops, they're stopping at your motherfucking house. Like, stop it. Some crazy shit.
Real crazy shit.
I'm done.
Oh, okay. We figured you'd go on and on and on and on and on
I
like
knew
you always
did,
fucking
and I
do.
wasn't about to go on a tangent. I was just inputting.
Thank God.
You're welcome.
Well, we got a good show for you tonight.
Hell yeah, always do when it has metal involved.
We're gonna kick it off with
Right.
some Fear Factory here, off their new album.
Ooh.
And a lot of Fear Factory fans, this is kind of a bittersweet album because Burton Bell left the band over all the bullshit that's been going on
Some bitch.
internally. I don't blame him, man. Dino Cazares is a dick
For sure.
and retains
He's a Karen.
control. He's a Karen.
Yeah, fuck you, Karen.
Fuck you, Karen. Yeah, somebody had to run in with a Karen with a badge today.
Right. Well, yeah, they did.
Somebody did.
Somebody did. I had a good old
Not the
time.
driver, but I mean, everybody else did.
But it is a solid album. It sounds like old Fear Factory. This is their best album since Remanufacture. We're going to kick it off with some Recode here. You know what? Hey, Mama Says I threw on some Sepultura for you.
Hell yeah!
Because she likes Sepultura.
I thank you for that.
And
I'm
then...
gonna stick around
Oh, good.
just for that.
She was like, I was about to leave. Well, fuck it, I hang out. Mm-mm.
And then I got a cover that came out back during the whole COVID shutdown. Suicide Silence teamed up with Tatiana from Ginger and covered Man in the Box.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that does sound
Okay,
good.
Yeah.
I'm a little titillated.
It's a really good version. And
Right.
then another one for Mama Says, because one of her other favorite bands, 2 more actually,
Do it.
Volbeat.
Volbeat is my shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know what's hilarious? When Volbeat when they first like became Volbeat and launched as Volbeat, because they were like a Swedish death metal band first.
Okay, listen.
And when they came out, I was blasting their
It takes
shit.
a minute. It takes a minute.
Yeah, like
Come on.
fucking 8 years.
Okay, a minute to grow on me.
Right.
And then when it permeates and you know
Percolates
I
and-
gargle a little
yeah.
and I let it sit and I think about it, I'm like, oh, damn, they're good. I like them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens.
Been there, done that.
Alrighty
So
then.
yeah, Volbeat.
Volbeat.
What else you got for me?
Ghost.
Ghost. I fucking love Ghost. Fucking crazy shit, and they're the best.
Right.
All right, good show tonight. Stay tuned, folks. This is a good fucking show.
It
Yeah.
is good. Wait till we get to the end too, because like
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
it gets
ooh,
real
ooh.
sludgy at
Wait,
the
there's
end. I'm
more.
actually
Sludgy.
yeah. I've been on this like this sludge
Right.
kick. It's sludge
Sludge
metal,
plus sludgy.
doom metal. Really like it's this real gritty, slow paced, low, Corrosion of Conformity, Down, bands like that.
Sounds like my vibe.
I've been on this real like grimy like New Orleans, just sludge kick lately. I don't know why. So the playlist.
Gee, I wonder.
Yeah, the playlist gets a little sludgy at the end, but it's pretty fucking awesome.
Right.
All right, now we're going to kick it off with some Fear Factory, and we'll be back to talking about midget chunking in a little bit.
Ooh.
Shit, yeah.
From the system we once knew, our values were twisted and defiled by the machine, but resistance is growing stronger. We will fight for our future. Humanity depends on us. Do not let our enemy prevail. If you are listening to this, you are the resistance.
Ghost.
There's like
Yeah.
That video,
30 seconds left of that song, damn it.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
That's
me
your
neither.
department producer,
Right.
technical producer.
Technical these nuts.
But the video, man, is
Crazy.
it is. It's
That's
it's
what Ghost does.
yeah, but it's a lobotomy, and the
Sure.
the whole back in the day, that was how they treated mental illness, like depression, anxiety. They gave you a fucking lobotomy.
And nowadays, it's what media does to all of you sheep. I mean, am I wrong?
No.
Okay.
I think people do it to themselves. That's why they follow mainstream media.
Perhaps there's some truth in that.
They allow it.
They encourage it.
No, like personally, they allow. They do it to themselves, and then they subscribe to that bullshit. Because if they're thinking critically about things, it's you can see the bias in most of the mainstream stuff. And I'm not a right winger that is just complaining about the leftist stuff that you see pushed by certain news outlets. The right wing stuff is just as detrimental to this country as the far left stuff is.
Everything is. People need to realize that that we don't live in a black and white era anymore. There is no longer a left wing, right wing society. It is all gray. It is all straight down the middle, and you got to take things as they come, make up your own mind, and do what's best for you and people in your life. In that zone.
What did you?
Oh, so I had something to say, and it was brought to my attention recently that I share a celebrity birthday.
Oh fuck! Yeah.
I'm so excited that I have a celebrity birthday that shares my birthday. But I was so disappointed with who it was. With all of the billions of people in the world. And I'm sure there's others, but of all the people in the world, my birthday is shared with Glenn motherfucking Danzig. God damn it!
You two are about the same height.
The schmo. He's a schmo. Like Glenn Danzig.
I do want to say something. Honestly, no. Danzig back in the Misfits
Oh, the Misfits
was
are
awesome.
fantastic.
Danzig
I'm
back
putting
in
this
Sam
right
Hain
there.
was awesome.
Love it. Love it.
Early Danzig?
Mother.
No. You know what though? That's radio's fault.
Okay, as soon as I hear mother.
Right, I turn it off too.
Turn it the fuck
But
off.
there are a lot of good. There are. Well, I won't say a lot. There's
Okay,
about
don't-
4 or
don't
5.
do that.
No, there's about 4 or 5 good songs on that album. It's just Mother's not one of them.
Out of 20 songs, there's 4 good ones. Woo!
That's all.
Danzig
most
produced
albums.
under the
They made a
band
couple good songs.
under the band Danzig. They produced 4. They produced 4 good albums, and then they went to complete and utter shit.
And then, have you seen him act?
No, but I've seen them try.
Okay, there you go. That was my point exactly. Man. It could have been like Jimi Hendrix. It could have been like, I don't know, Phil Anselmo. It couldn't have been like, even I'd have given it even Axl Rose. No! Glenn Danzig. What the hell? But I feel like, knowing that.
It's because you're a mother.
Mother. That that means he's a Cancer. And it
Oh, he
makes
is!
sense. It makes sense because you look at his music and he's all emotional and all over the place and can't make up his fucking mind and he's just fucking crazy. So, I mean, it makes sense, but yeah, that was what I wanted to say. That's some shit right there.
What day is actually your birthday? Because I think
June 23rd.
23rd.
So anybody else who has any knowledge of anyone else, I mean the guy that drives the hot dog weenie truck, that Oscar Mayer.
The Zamboni driver for the.
I mean, we will give huge shout outs, and I'll be so excited for it. Glenn Danzig, oh my god, really? I feel attacked. I feel like he did it on purpose.
I found a whole list for you.
Oh! I don't have one contact in, so I can't read that for shit.
I can't read that far away anyway.
I can.
But nobody from metal. I mean, none of those are metal people.
They definitely don't look like
No.
There is some motherfucking one.
That bitch right there, she looks like my people.
What, the crazy looking one?
The one that had the eyebrows. I mean, the eyelashes.
This one here.
Yeah, she is. Okay, read some names. Do we know any of these people?
Not
I
yet.
don't know a single one of them.
Look, that one had her.
Nor do I
tongue
want
hanging
to.
out.
Right.
Oh, look!
Randy Jackson.
Randy Jackson! Hey!
That's
Happy
still not
birthday,
metal.
Randy. No.
Oh,
but I
Journey's a
know
good. Journey is a band I listen to. I'm not strictly 100% metal.
Ew.
What?
I'm not saying. Name one song.
You
that
love
I
the
like
albums
Journey.
I play at home.
What does Journey play that I like?
Multiple albums.
Okay, you can't name one song?
That's one day off.
Obviously not.
All right. Well, we got Randy Jackson, so that makes it better.
There you
Okay,
go.
we'll take Randy Jackson.
Right.
Yeah, okay, yeah, all right. Fine.
So, I was I was skimming through Instagram the other day, and Joe Rogan had a post up about he was watching these wrestling biographies on A&E, and how it really changed his opinion on, professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Where, it's sports entertainment. Nobody, the fights are choreographed, but the damage is real, bro. Like, these guys, the damage is real. And it is entertainment, and yeah, it is scripted. We all know that. It's not, but, like...
It's soap operas for grown fellers.
It is.
For sure.
It is. It absolutely is. But it's awesome. So... I mean, it's pure entertainment. I do kind of still feel bad for the few people out there that do still think this shit is real.
Mother.
Yeah. But yeah, it is. It's grown feller soap operas. They're my stories.
It is. That's his story.
They're my stories.
Monday, Tuesday night. Stop it. Raw's on. I can't. WWE's on. Stop it.
But I watched a couple of them. I watched the first one. I watched right off the rip. Absolutely. I mean, I knew which one I was going to watch first.
Wait. Let me guess, because I don't even know the answer. Roddy Piper.
No, that was the second one.
Savage.
Yes.
Macho
Man.
1 for 2. I
Dude.
can see it. Macho Man.
Dude,
Randy
Macho
Savage.
Man, when he went through, after the first after WWF, he was married to Elizabeth in real life. Then their marriage was completely falling apart. Like, she packed her shit and left, and acted like she was going to the Hogans, Hulk Hogan and his wife, to hang
was
out because
my
they were all
favorite.
friends. Well, she really didn't.
He was like the great American hero of wrestling. Hulk Hogan.
Anyways,
He was like the golden boy of wrestling.
so they're going through this major breakup in real life. Is right when they get married on stage in WWF because they thought it would be a good storyline.
That's funny shit.
Well, they end up, she ends up out of wrestling. They end up divorced, whole 9 yards. He gets with when he comes back to, what was it, WCW and remember NWO? Mm-hmm. When he came back around that time frame, remember he
played
had
soccer?
Gorgeous George with him? Okay, that was his girlfriend in real life. He met her at a strip club. She was a stripper. He met her. They started dating. She said whenever they went out, no matter where they went, didn't matter what the fuck they were doing, where the fuck they were going. He always had a fanny pack on. He never had less than $1,000 worth of ecstasy in that fucking fanny pack. The biggest event they did in that time frame for WCW was when they were out in those red outfits. She had the red dress. He had the red sequin tux on. They were so fucking high. That's why nobody knew what the fuck he was talking about. He was just rambling. She's like, I've never been higher in my goddamn life. He was higher than shit.
Just a shout out because he says he can't comment for some reason. Big shout out to Matthew who's listening
Hey,
from Maryland. Hey, Chewy.
I hope you're having a good time on your vacay.
Thanks for tuning in.
Chubby's one of our boys. Vacationing with Grandma right now out in Maryland.
Hell yeah.
Listen, all I want to say is that I watching wrestling growing up, Okay, I was always discouraged from watching it. It was fake. It was stupid. Blah blah. But my cousins freaking loved wrestling. It didn't matter which cousin's house I went to. They were off the top rope. They were wrestling constantly.
Professional wrestling is not entertainment. It's an instruction booklet for siblings
Well,
on how to beat each other up.
they had it mastered. Mastered. And I'm telling you, so I decided, okay, because, you know, to try and fit in, I'm going to watch this shit and figure out what's going on so I can be a part of this whole elite group that I'm clueless about. So I'm watching the very few episodes of wrestling that I ever caught, and I say episodes because it is truly a soap opera. Okay, all I know is that Hulk Hogan got hurt and somebody hit him with a chair, and I was very upset, and I wrote to them, and I want to say it was Macho Man that did it, and I did. I wrote them a letter, strongly worded, with my displeasure of his treatment in this episode. And that was it for me. I was done. I couldn't watch anymore because it was inhumane. I couldn't handle it. They snuck up on him. It wasn't even a fair fight, and I don't even think it was a fight. They were talking, and he snuck up on him with a chair.
That's how shit goes in wrestling.
Man, with a
did
chair.
It did go on to say, you know, I mean, he did end up getting, you know, Savage ended up cleaning himself up, and he actually ended up reuniting with, like a high school girlfriend. And they were married, and at the time of his death, they were in Florida, back home. He was driving his, he had a Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, the 4-door. He was driving, she was shotgun. They were supposed to go do something, and he told her, he's like, hey, you know, I'm not feeling too good. I think I just want to go home. She's like, okay. And it was at that moment he lost consciousness. He pushed the accelerator, and the vehicle started veering off into oncoming traffic, and the only thing she could do, because it was reported that he died because he hit a tree. There was no way for her to stop the Jeep. Mm-hmm. She had to steer the Jeep into a tree to stop it, or she was going to kill other people. He had a heart attack at behind the wheel, and he never recovered.
Damn.
Damn.
Just on a side note, Matthew said, thanks, Dad. He is having a good time. He appreciates the shout-out.
Awesome. All right, we're going to get back into some music, and maybe when we get back, I'll talk about some of the Roddy Piper one, because that one was the second one I watched, and it was fucking awesome.
Yay, I can't wait to hear it. Woo! Did you watch the one about the Hart brothers yet?
Not yet. No, but I can tell you where he got part of his, Bret the Hitman Hart got part of his lady persona from. I'll tell you that coming up later.
Ooh, wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Woo!
All right, so we got some In This Moment.
Oh, yeah.
Some Mushroom Head. Some
I
new
like
Mushroom
Mushroom
Head.
Head.
Threw in some old school Slipknot.
I have to. Oh, Matthew, it's your song, baby.
And had to throw in some Cannibal Corpse because it's Metal fucking Monday.
Of course you had to.
And this is off their new album, which they kind of took a little bit of a detour from their, you know, horror, gore, fantasy stuff that they always do. And this is, I mean, it's still a Cannibal Corpse album. Mm-hmm. But the theme of the album is bringing awareness to human trafficking for organ harvesting. Mm-hmm. Like people getting fucking snatched so they can just get their kidneys ripped out and shit sold. And so in their Cannibal Corpse kind of way, the videos are definitely old school Cannibal Corpse. Mm-hmm. But the new album still, you know, it's got that social spin on it where they're speaking their mind about some shit going on in the world, but it's still that Cannibal Corpse kind of way. And the video to this song's pretty fucking intense. But this is my pick off of their new album, Inhumane Harvest. But coming up next, we're going to start it off with some In This Moment.
Woot!
tell me what you've heard about my life? Maybe a dirty little fairy tale, a girl of the night. I grew up filthy and shred up my queen. You're pregnant, statistical team. Heard about the bloody knife, about my daddy's perfect virgin and my mother's wife. Heard I don't belong in this game, still you hold your hands to me. Screaming my name, let's go! Baby, cool. I'll be a hatred on your pie. This is killing us all. I don't care about the turning we are the top. Baby boy, I'll be the villain you can't play. I'll be the bad, the Barbie, the lost innocent, the diva of the day. I don't belong in this scene. Sex, metal, Barbie, homicidal queen. Excuse me, can you tell me the worst thing you've heard about me? Maybe that I'm a little harlot, homicidal queen. You know I heard that I don't belong in this scene. Sex, metal, Barbie, high attention fiend. You know I heard that I'm a hater's dream. No class, white trash, I'm so obscene. You know I heard that I should be ashamed. Still that all the fish in the air screaming my name. Come on! Baby, cool. tens of thousands, no concealing. There's a hunger yet no one's eating. You can promise, but our dream is dead, and the rivers they're all around the red. I can limit all your speeches, no more lesson learned. You can reach us. Hatred, growing freedom, and the army's mastered and bleeding. Tens of thousands, no concealing. There's a hunger yet no one's eating. You can promise, but our dreams and the rivers they're all around. Why can they let all your speeches, no more lesson learned. You can't reach us. Once upon a time or two, I think I'll on my mind with you. Too many times, a big response, we take a token, drink a wine. We got the uses over there, we
Who's got juice?
All right, we're back.
Are we back?
I guess
We motherfucking back!
back on Metal Monday. So, back to the wrestling.
Oh, God, I'm so glad you didn't forget.
No way, bro.
Woo woo.
Dude,
Yay.
I watched two other ones. I watched Roddy Piper.
For those of us just tuning in, it's the A&E's documentary specials on wrestling.
On wrestlers. And so I'd already watched Macho Man. And the second one I watched...
Macho Man.
Yeah. The second one I watched was Rowdy Piper. Because Rowdy Piper was...
silly as fuck.
The first... like... I remember he was the first anti-hero.
He had long hair.
You know, he was the first bad guy. He was the first protagonist.
In a skirt?
That... It was a kilt.
Okay,
That,
skirt.
Goddamn skirt.
Thank you, skirt.
That,
Skirt.
like... I remember rooting for the bad guy.
What? This is where it all began.
Right.
Motherfucker, fuck you, Roddy Piper. Fuck you, dude.
Fucking
Kiss my ass,
Rowdy
you
Piper
fucker.
was the shit. Dude, his mouth
This is where it
was
fucking began.
His mouth was fucking amazing.
Oh my God.
He is responsible for more, you know, like a lot
Then
of the
he
bad
knows.
guys. when you watch this stuff, you'll realize a lot of the bad guys that never got to be, even the ones that never got to be champions or anything, like, because of how the storylines build, the good guys wouldn't, they're literally sometimes more important than the hero who wins.
I suddenly have a slight migraine.
But Rowdy Roddy Piper, what made me as a kid, because when I grew up in my house, both my parents came from bigger families. And it was kind of like, somebody didn't shut the fucking door!
Right, somebody can't fucking read.
For those of you that don't know, there's a big sign on our door coming down to the studio.
I shut it! I fucking shut the door!
That says, keep this fucking door closed.
Okay,
For a reason.
because the puppies are getting older and the stairs hurt their hips, but their love for our company outweighs their hips, so they come down and then we have to then carry them back
Now
up.
they're stuck.
Ish.
Right.
So, yeah, and I shut the door, so it was Cat. Cat did it.
Oh, don't
Yep.
name drop.
I motherfucking name drop.
C-A-T, cat did it. Ooh.
What?
Come at me.
We just talked about this shit.
I wasn't even name dropping anything
You know,
serious. When have I ever listened?
You're gonna listen.
Oh, shit. So about Roddy Piper. Damn, this is suddenly a really interesting subject right now.
So they grew up in houses where you had to be quick-witted and quick with the, comebacks and that kind of boiled over into my house, and it was constant. So, like, to me, when Roddy
one way
Piper
to say
came
it.
out, just the way he would run his mouth at people, and then, as a kid thinking this is just how he was, but then watching this documentary and seeing the amount of time he put in to the persona. The legal pads of all those one-liners that he
Legal
always
pads.
said,
That's cute.
he would just
Write him down?
he'd write everything. He'd just keep writing it down. He'd keep coming up with stuff. He was constantly working. And then they were talking about these guys' schedules, and like back in the day, like he traveled he was on the road 360 days a year.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of days. He got 4th of July, Christmas,
No, probably not.
Easter. Shut up. I'm naming the 5. Easter, Thanksgiving, and now Juneteenth.
He didn't get Kwanzaa. Hey, he didn't get Passover either.
No, because that's like 7 or 12 or 14 days. That's a lot of days. That's all I'm saying. I'm not Jewish. Don't judge me.
But, anyways. And the abuse these guys took, but it's just the amount of work that he put in to it. And he did his job so well that he I can't remember how many times his tires were slashed when he would go to leave the arena. But he has been stabbed several times by angry fans.
Damn.
To the point where, do you remember when he always started wearing the motorcycle jacket?
It was his vest.
No,
it's his bulletproof vest.
It was a specially made motorcycle jacket with a Kevlar lining.
Stop it.
Because he had been stabbed so many times. Like one time.
Can you imagine nowadays?
Seriously, one time he
Right.
was stabbed and he had his finger in the stab wound. And when the police and everybody came over, they were like, "What's going on? Is everything okay?" And he was like, he pulled his finger out and they said you could see it was spurting with his heartbeat. It would go. Psh, psh, psh. They had
you
to
imagine?
replug it and rush him to the fucking hospital.
In the America we live in
another
today.
half-inch deep, and he would have bled out on the spot.
In the America we live in today, can you imagine? That bullshit. At all. Like, even death threats or anything. Like he was stabbed multiple times by fans.
And dude,
What the fuck is that?
And the
That's
mother-
when America was
look,
America,
and the
motherfuckers.
what did he do? The motherfucker suited back up and went wrestling. Like he kept doing it. Like he was like,
Stuck his finger in it, kept on going.
dude, seriously.
That's what America's
You know what?
about, you pussies.
Him and Vince McMahon were talking about it, and they knew he was doing his job right because he was hated so much,
Matthew wants me to say it was a kilt.
and he was okay with that.
There, happy. Shush.
It was crazy.
Who's Brian? What are you doing over there, Greg? Greg, we're having a
I'm
show.
trying to
Did you know?
see. Okay.
Did you know we were having a show, Greg?
Anyways,
Yeah, your
Oh.
son was on the wrong one.
Oh, my
Yeah.
son was on the wrong one. Why? How come?
Well, no, you commented on an old Metal Monday show.
Oh, it was an
Yeah.
old one.
That's why I was like, what the fuck? Where the
Oh,
hell?
good looks, producer. Good looks.
right on.
Right. Doing
So,
my job.
Just the amount of work they put in, the crazy shit they did, and like one of the things really kind of touched home when his wife talked about when he came home. Usually, he didn't come home the first day. Like he would check into a hotel room.
That's highly sus.
No. He would check into a hotel room
Sus.
because he needed that time to not be Rowdy Roddy Piper. And be
Okay,
able to come home and be
himself.
himself.
See, I'm conflicted with this. Okay, because
And
as
then
a
his entire time home was just everything about the
as a
family.
human being, I totally understand that. Like
What
that
girl?
makes so
What
much
girl?
sense.
What girl?
As a female, I'm like, motherfucker,
Like that-
what?
like
Where you
that-
at? Why you
like-
you have a chance to be with me and you're not with me? You're in a hotel room all night. What are you doing? Yeah, exactly. As a female, I'm like, motherfucker, what? But as a human being, I totally get that. I understand it, and that's good for him.
But I could relate to
I
that.
understand
I
that.
could relate to that a little bit because of the whole, working on the road when I worked in the.
Oh, that
oil
was
field.
hard. That was very hard.
Being gone and then coming home and having
Yep.
to transition. And,
That was difficult. It was difficult on
and
me,
you
too.
are, it's not the exact same thing. I wasn't, but you are in that kind of job, you are two different people.
Mm-hmm.
You have to
Sure.
be two different
You have two different
people.
hats on, different
Right.
roles.
When I'm out on a hitch, I literally I can't think too much about home. I can't worry too much about home.
No, you gotta do what you gotta do.
As much as I want to, as much as I, the love's not there. It's not that the whatever. It's I do a very long, a very dangerous job. 36, 48 hours straight. Sometimes, fucking crazy shit. And you just can't have, your mind has to be where it needs to be.
Man, I've seen
And-
that. I've seen that just in delivering packages
Right.
locally. That, okay, when shit hits the fan at home and our children are blowing my fucking phone up because they don't like your way of handling it, they don't like the way you're dealing with it. Yeah, I can't even do that. Like, I need to concentrate on what I'm doing.
Right.
Okay, so having to deal with everybody else's blow-ups in the middle of work, that's insane. So yeah, I can't even imagine being on the road doing it. Like, I might be out of town delivering, but I'm not
Right.
out of town for days. Like,
Me-
it is, right, it is different.
You're living totally different.
Living, like, I don't
I
come
live out of a
right,
hotel.
You don't come home at night. And so I get that, but
Everything's
even that, I cannot concentrate on my job if I'm trying to fix whatever is going home that I'm not a part of.
right.
It's insane.
Right.
So I get it as a
and
human
then
level.
Add to that, like I said, there were times he traveled 360 days a year. So for that long, you're living
Are they-
that
we're-
persona. You're living that alter ego. You're living.
Sure, I understand and remember exactly what you're saying.
But anyways,
That's called wife away.
and mankind. That's called wife away. When you're right, you're right.
When you're right, you're right. You know?
Wife away.
When you have a point, you really make that point.
Kind of the point, right?
You got a point?
You got a point.
So, but anyways, check out those documentaries. They are really fucking awesome. I gotta move this along some fucking how.
For you think?
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's gonna throw her.
Okay.
You
then,
listened.
Then yes.
Play drums for Jimmy.
Jimmy Chicken
You've seen him play drums for Laughing Colors.
Laughing Colors is best out of all of them.
And now he is the drummer for Body Count.
Nice. Hell yeah.
And on a side note, Kat just gave me Solar Cane. It feels so good. It's
And
so
then, of course,
good.
Metal Monday would not be a Metal Monday without some fucking Pantera.
Right.
Of course not. Which song today?
Slaughtered. He's Chicken Shack.
I love
Political breakthrough, euphoria, sight, more borrowed money, more borrowed time. Back in the corner, got up in the race. Meets you a land ended in disgrace. Perspective is lost, the spirit of the chase. The imbalance, close to the sea. Until all is lost, personal holocaust, foreclosure of a dream.
Congress will push me to raise taxes, and I'll say no. Read my lips. Read my lips.
Now you hope, so I will be proud. This is no holds, no one pushed out. Receivery brave and be a pioneer. Break new ground up a new frontier. New ideas until they get by. No need or dividends, some may ask why. You'll find the solution, the answers in the sky. Rise so high, it's so far to fall. A planet dignity and balance for all. Political breakthrough, euphoria's high. More borrowed money, more borrowed time. Foreclosure of a dream. Those visions never seen. Until all is lost, personal holocaust. Foreclosure of a dream. Foreclosure of a dream. Those visions never seen. Until all is lost, personal holocaust. Foreclosure of a dream. He's going to the concert. He's full of Dr. Rain. Sweater in the face up. They're going up the stage. Headbanger. Nice rip. Headbanger. Nice rip. She's putting on her makeup. She's eating out her hair. She's gonna rip her face up. Throwing down the stairs. It doesn't really matter. You can't even see the play. All you want to see you do is rip her face away. Nothing in your rifle. Stick your fingers in. Bring your hands across her face and pull a bunch of skin. One man's for everywhere your face is going. But you don't care. But shooting does it every day. Destroy it after that you can. Now's your time to take attention from your face up to the man. Headbanger. Nice rip. Headbanger. Nice rip. Sacrifice of metal. It's a story at the stage. Make the nation strike the face up on like music plays. Headbanger. Nice rip. Headbanger. Nice rip. Feel the race control you. You'll never stop the trend. Just remember what the hell you fucking pay it to your chest. stop the Bum Rush. Feel the power as we come, as we all move as one. If the street gangs could unite, God's gonna get real polite. Politics, pride, to conquer you must survive. But we ain't sleep no more, we woke. Hear us coming, see the smoke. You can't stop the Bum Rush. You can't stop the Bum Rush. You can't stop the Bum Rush. Bloody hell! Bloody hell! Bloody hell! Bloody hell! I'm not your enemy, you're not mine. Those who don't listen are blind. All together unstoppable. Some may say you're
I know that song existed.
Because
Why? I think it speaks to my crazy.
is literally savage. You have to watch that room and give a speech. You know what I mean when they kick off an event or something and they hire someone to come in and speak to them. You could literally rob this shit from fucking Macho Man and go in there and do that. Like, you need to watch. Like, on so many levels, this should be watched more than just wrestling. Like, levels you need to watch because there's so much that is real, especially for fucking Mick Foley. Because see. That's why I loved Mick Foley so much, because when he came around, I could identify with somebody on wrestling, like, immediately, because that was my special skill. My special skill was I can the reason I won so many fights is not because I'm a good fighter. It's because I could take an insane amount of punishment and it not faze me.
For sure.
Insane amount of punishment and it not faze me. And that's literally what he did. Like, there were the match where him and Undertaker, the Hell in the Cell, this shit. Like, I could have been a wrestler. He wasn't. He would do the extra step and do the layovers where he could be with his family. Like, he was. For just those two people.
I don't know, 17 maybe. I don't know, 18 is a lot.
Right now, you're just going to be that basis and it not get old. So
For
keep
sure.
your little thing open and get off your little hot tea.
I see how. If that's not my shit.
It's an.
So close, it's almost hard to believe. When you're up close, it blinds you brilliantly. Just one rush change your life forever. Just one push can end it all together. Why can't we learn from the plague that surrounds us? A glance at you and me, learn from my mistakes, learn from this mistake.
Come get it.
I can't.
Broke my mic.
Oh,
good.
no.
I can't help it.
My mic away. The producer has not told me to shut up yet.
He's already cut your mic.
Dude, if you cut my mic without telling me, I would be so sad.
Open.
Stop taking.
Family.
As long as I just get food in my mouth
Right.
really quickly, I'm so excited about this family recipe. Wait, I can't do my tongue anymore. Hold on.
Recipe for the sauce.